Danganronpa. Damn, Angie and Tenko? God damn. Excuse me. Let's see, extras, events. Let's do a little recap. Holy shit, we have so many events unlocked. God damn. Light from the eyes? Oh yeah, this guy has lights now, apparently. First. Maki, okay. Maki being grabbed by that pervert, degenerate male. Where's Tenko's body? Which one? Wait. When did this happen? When did Monokuma start licking bald Monokuma? I need to see this.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs.
Dude, that noise is, that noise makes me feel uncomfortable. I should make that as an alert sound for a new follower. Or the one that Monofanny does when she pukes. Tenko. Height 5'5", 115 pounds, chest 35, blood B. What's this?
No way, there's a curse!
Why is Maki blushing?
Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around.
Let go of me. Do you want to die?
Do you want to die?
Close enough. I got half of it right. Do you want to die? Okay. No, don't save. Continue. Time to investigate. Oh, the GIF? The GIF of Monokuma licking his cubs? Yeah, I can do that. Alright, here we go. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullets. What about... who made... Was it Mew? Mew gave Kibo the lights, right?
His eyes lit up.
No way!
His eyes lit up. His eyes lit up. I, Mew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Okay. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. But it's Sprite now, so we should hurry and investigate. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And continue. Let's check Tenko first. First let me slap any slappables. Candle, no. Dog, no. No slappables in this room? Not even this guy? Kokichi? Alright. Tenko's body. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Slap Tenko's ass? You degenerate male hentai. She dead, man. Come on, man. She's not even cold yet. She just died. All you can think of is ass. Truly a degenerate. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly, it is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this. Bend over. Now that you mention slapping the ass, he's wearing a very short skirt. Same with Himiko. I guess everyone is wearing short skirts. There are no long skirts here. Short skirts, long socks. That's the norm. That's the norm in Dangan. Tenko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Okay, marker stone. What else? Iron cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. Yeah, no shit, Tenko fit inside already. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first. Hold on.
Hey.
Alright. Hey, look at this.
Is this?
A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, I imagine so. This spatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. What's up with the plank though? The plank? How did it get out of place? Isn't that weird? But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then?
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. Huh? How? That is a possibility. Wait a minute, how is that a possibility? She was killed after the cage was lifted. Who lifted the cage? I mean, everyone could see her if the cage is being lifted, right? She was either dead or alive. I think she was already dead. Oh yeah. But the cage was covered, right? The cage was covered by a cloth or something. Iron cage. The floorboard plank. This floorboard is loose. And it's the one under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Interesting. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Ooh, scary. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. I'm thirsty. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments. So, here are the speculations so far. She didn't die instantly. Not necessarily. Her death wasn't instant necessarily. What else? And she wasn't dead before we lifted the cage. She could have died after we lifted the cage, or rather, she was attacked after we lifted the cage. The cage was lifted, not before. That's a possibility also. What else? Tenko's body, marker stone, floorboard, cage. Anything else? Oh, hole. Hole in the corner. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
is this...
A hole? Looks like there's a space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everything everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see up for ourselves?
Okay.
Right, let's do it. I like how Maki is my sidekick now. At first it was Kaede, then what's his face? Space Dude, and now Maki. All in the corner. Maki is way better than that idiot Kaito. Kaito is annoying. Alright, let's talk to the people. See what they have to say. Some shinobi got her.
Man.
Yeah, probably some stealthy shit from under the floor. My guess. Okay, here's my guess. We have a hole in the corner, and we have a hole under the body. You know. There it is. Need I say more? Jump in the corner. You walk to the center. You poke. You go back up the corner again. Act like nothing happened. Right? It's obvious. Someone small enough to fit in that hole in the corner. Say, this dude. This fucking guy. He jumps in the corner, walks to the center from under Tenko. He does the stabbing. Stabby stabby. And then runs back through the hole. Either this guy or Himiko. Those are the only small people we have, right? The only remaining small people. This guy, 5'1", 97 pounds. Or 4'11", 86 pounds. She wouldn't fit. Her bust is too big. Her body might fit, but she would get stuck at the chest area. Or this guy, maybe. This guy is skinny. He's tall, but he's skinny. Gonta? No way. Gonta is gentle. And he's too fat to fit in the hole anyway. Okay, again, let's keep going. Whoever it is, I'll take them out myself. Yeah. Sounds good. Do that. And give them my regards too. When you do it. Is that? Okay, never mind. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. You? Hehe. Hehe. This investigation, like masturbation, investigation. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibu his new function. Now then, Cunt Fu's killer is obviously Cunt Fu. Come on, man, she's dead. Fucking Mew, dude. Mew has no chill. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh?
Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility. Shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. She's hilarious and awful. That's why I like her. She always delivers. She makes me laugh. And feel tingly. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kyu, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were lit, or relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed? After the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of the case. Anything else to add? Investigation, okay. No, okay. You?
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Q. Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I'm shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time...
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see.
True.
Yes.
It may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. We need another seance to ask Tenko who killed her. Didn't he just say that? Kyo? He suggested that. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the Caged Child song. The seance should have been complete, but... Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Oh yeah, I remember. What is that? That doesn't sound like a sound for the floorboard, right? At first I thought maybe that's the sound of the floorboard. But that sounds like something fell and got shattered or broke into pieces. Doesn't sound like a floorboard. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came, and I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth and then so Kyo took the white cloth by himself. Let's keep that in mind. Maybe he did something while removing the cloak, you know? I mean the cloth. Himiko ran over to the cage and the moment she lifted it... Dun dun dun! Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then
when was she killed?
Well, that's...
We should check what's under these rooms, right? We need to go to the floor below this one and see what's under this room. Which room is it? I hope they do that here. See what's under the floorboard. Where does it lead? Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There's another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
what's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Sound during seance. Sounds more like the cage rattling. Yeah, it sounded like something bigger. bigger than a floorboard opening or being moved. Next witness, Gonta.
Why?
First Angie, then Tanko.
How can this be?
Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? That's it?
Why?
Nothing
How
else
can
to
this
add?
be?
Alright. Kibo, our lighthouse.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me, I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Alright, dude. Himiko! Poor Himiko. He must be devastated.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait,
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
Oh, he was shaking her? But she not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Feels bad, man. Himiko. Waifu?
Well,
My newest waifu? Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well,
Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
okay.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well,
Is this...
okay.
And finally, Plain Jane. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this? I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later, bitch.
What?
Huh?
Because...
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit, Tenko and all of us. I think we only need to find Angie's killer, if I remember from last time. Since there's 2 kills, only the first killer is counted as the blackened. That's our main goal if we were gonna survive the killing game. In the trial, we need to uncover Angie's killer, not Tenko's. Assuming they're different. So Tenko's killer can still get away with murder. It's just he doesn't matter. There won't be a trial for him. Trial will be for Angie. For Angie's killer. I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out, so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Alright, are we done here? Cloth. Damn, I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna find Angie's killer and then move on without knowing who actually killed Tenko until maybe later. It sucks. So the killer will be one of us. Tenko's killer will get away with it for a while after the Angie's trial. That's some fucked up shit. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. Thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back... Look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. dog god. It's the wooden dog statue used on the seance. I believe it's called the dog god. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kiyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? Damn! Wow! Ouch! Someone bring some aloe vera
I'm
to the
kidding.
burning man Shuichi over here. I'm kidding, anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenka wouldn't have been able to get out easily. Maybe the sound we heard was her trying to escape after she got stabbed. She was shaking the cage, but the heavy statue obviously didn't budge, didn't move. But it would have fallen at least. It's a tall statue. Would be easy to tip.
okay.
Tip it over. I mean, yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like that didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. I don't think she was kidding. She just said she was kidding. Okay. What else? What else? Ruined magic circle. It's the magic circle Kiyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well...
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my
Right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Damn, Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually. Hell yeah, I like Maki. No sugar coating things, you know? Shooting straight from the hip. I dig it. Shut up, bitch. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kiyo's lab. Should be written in the Cage Dog Village document. Cage Dog Village.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kiyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense.
hey,
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
by the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we do? What should we use for light?
that's true.
Let's bring a candle with Kibo's light from up here. That should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Oh shit, we're going down. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh shit, look at the blood dripping. Damn. Wait, why is there two different blood stains? What? There is a lot more this is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Wait. What's Maki's wound? I mean, Tenko's wound. It's a stab to the neck. Was it from the back of the neck? The victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. Torso? What? What do you mean torso? Oh, the second victim here. The victim's body was discovered in a vacant room, okay? The victim was stabbed in the back of her neck. That would be impossible from under the floor. Because, remember the position she was in? The turtle position, as they call it? The back of her neck would face upwards to the ceiling. Which will make it impossible for someone from under to stab her neck. Unless, like, they push their hand in the hole and over her neck and stab it. I don't know, it's possible. Someone with long arms, then. Kyo. There it is. I solved the case. It's Kyo, dude. Someone with long arms can just insert his arm through the hole and just jam a knife behind Tenko's neck. Easy. I thought someone infiltrated in through the dog statue, but that's impossible. Oh yeah, the dog statue theory, I remember. The Trojan dog. The Trojan dog, that's a good theory. I mean, from above, it's possible still. You just remove the cloth, right? Remove the cloth, stab, and then lower the cloth. Stab through the cage. So, stabbing through the neck. Okay. Let's see what's up with these two fucking bloodstains. What the? Sickle, that's how. Bruh. Okay. They use the sickle, that makes sense. Now it's possible to have been done from down here. What the fuck? Look at the size of this fucking candle. Holy shit. That's a giant fucking candle. Bro, what's up with this candle? Whoa, I'm slapping the beams. Uh-oh. The floor's gonna collapse. Brace yourselves. Never mind, we're good. Oh, he slapped the candle. Okay, let's check for this hole first. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
Whoa, the next room? Fuck. So this makes everyone a suspect. The ones in the room and outside the room. And no one's safe now from being a suspect, I mean. This is the wall of the empty room, right? It looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
So someone could have entered from this hole, killed Tenko, and exited from to the other room. If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used the light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Kibo can do that with ease. Even he doesn't even need to hold the candle. Kibo can just use his new upgrade. Sickle. There's a sickle here. And there's blood all over it.
okay.
The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab. Oh shit.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey,
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. I don't think she was killed from outside the cage. Come on, dudes. Dried blood. Blood stain. Let's check the dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping. Dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Strange. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of the floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood spatter here when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
Ew, it's still dropping. Oh, you just noticed? Good job. But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Yeah, that's weird. Dried blood. And then we have dripping blood. Loose floorboard. Floorboard. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. If this is Tenko's, whose blood is that? Is it also Tenko? Maybe that's not Tenko's blood, it's someone else. Tenko's blood is the one dripping. Fresh kill. This dried blood?
Ah,
Oh, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. Question is, why? Oh, dude. There's only one answer for that why. so they can pull the whole thing down, the whole board, remove it completely, and then put it back. How? How did they do that fast? Maybe it's already done. Before the seance, it was already removed. Just waiting. Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall in this portion if this portion is missing. So only when you put weight on it on that side, it will fall through.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard, the floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? I think we finish investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Alright. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because...
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
Then...
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. I think it's pretty obvious Tenko was killed from under the floor. It's the only possible way from what we've seen. Using that sickle. I don't know what's the story of that dried blood, but maybe it's from that dried blood. Maybe when the killer was cutting that support piece, he injured himself. He or she injured themselves, and that's their blood dried on the floor and on the other side of the plank. So they already did that beforehand. They cut the thing, they set up everything before the seance. They prepped the room. I guess that's what I'm getting from the dried blood. Dried blood is evidence that someone was here a while ago, a long time ago. Possibly the killer. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Oh boy. What now? Wait a minute. You fuck. What the fuck, man? This guy for real? Bruh. Is this guy serious? What should I do to this guy, dude? Kick his ass? Yeah, he deserves a beating, dude. Beat to death. Now that would be an appropriate punishment. Beat to death. Beat his ass to death. What the fuck? This guy is fucked in the head, man. Been fucked in the head. Several times. Hee, did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing? Look at his eyes, creepy as fuck.
Oh?
Oh, sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood. Real blood?
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. Huh,
Got a minute?
interesting. If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... Huh.
Huh?
Interesting. What, is it time?
Confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about.
Shit. I don't remember anything about Angie's trial. I mean, Angie's case.
Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the killing game. The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
What? I guess time's up.
Oh.
Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. So that's actual blood. It's not ketchup. This guy's fucking bleeding. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Yeah, we have two clues. One for Angie's death, one for Tenko's death. True. I need to head to the Shrine of Judgment. Okay. It's time for judgment. Not here. Can I fast travel? Here we go. Oh, buff Monokuma. Buff Kuma.
Oh dear.
It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
Ah, more importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Monkey Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Our only dipshits have died so far. Damn.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
rest in peace.
True. Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
Well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God?
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to stay to say that for? Atua and Ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Oh, right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way. Who do you think you are, Kaito? This guy thinks he's fucking Sherlock Holmes or something. Relax, dude. Conan the investigator. What was that? Conan the investigator? Detective Conan. Relax, bro. You ain't no Detective
Hey,
Conan. Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
This guy is full of himself, isn't he? Onokuma made the 4th floor scary on purpose just to scare this guy. Just to scare me so I wouldn't investigate. Because I'm that good. What should I say? Yeah, Detective Conan. Can you believe that show is still running? I used to watch that as a kid. Detective Conan. I think to this day, they're still pumping out episodes. That is insane. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. I see he's still more interested in that than the case.
Damn.
The trial was gonna be rough since I couldn't do any investigating. Shut up, bitch. I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met.
Shut up!
Shut up, nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Oh, right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys have me figured out already, so there's no point in keeping up the act. Paging never changes, no matter what situation he's in.
Listen up!
Listen up! Try using your brain so I don't have to. My golden brain cells are a gift to the entire world. Listen up.
Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if it can be attributed to God per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. Bro, maybe that's just some dude on the radio giving you commands and you're following them like an idiot. Maybe that's just some dude on Discord, you know, with Kibo. And he thinks it's God. Cause, think about it, this guy is young. As far as robots, like, sure, he's a robot, looks like a big boy. But he's, I think he mentioned that he was a baby. That he's learning like he was a baby, right? When he was made. He started like at intelligence level of a baby and then kept going, learning more and more. So he could be gullible is what I'm saying. Listening to that voice, thinking he's God. Good lord. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees!
Shut up! Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something. Like in taxis and stuff.
That is not funny.
True. It was unwise of me to confide in you all. Gonta do his best to help. Thank you, Gonta. Himiko? Damn, Himiko's still sad. Feels bad, man. So in the end, the culprit really was... No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts.
Okay.
Atua and Ghost don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. Among Us! Alright, we're going in, boys. Why does he point? As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. Oh boy, here we go. It's about to begin. We descended. 3, 6, 9, 10. Only 10 people left. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster, downward into the black. But if the elevator going downwards though, wouldn't it be faster if it was carrying more people? More weight? It's going downwards? That makes sense to me, no? And so we fell faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the door parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Mono damn sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth.
Now then,
Let's hurry up and get this started.
extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Third class trial was about to begin. Enji Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. She hated men. Man, what a thing to say about a dead person. To remember them by. She hated men. But I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Yeah, her legacy. She was a legendary man-hater. And who was the one who killed them? Oh, Kirumi on the left. Feels bad, man. Kirumi's death may be the worst so far. Or Kaede. I mean the execution. Wait, we only had 2 executions, right? Only Kaede and Kirumi got executed. Yeah, never mind. But still, they're both like terrible executions. I don't know which one is worse. Being hung to death, and then fed to a piano, a toothed piano, or getting cut, slashed while you're climbing a rope, and then you fall to your death, breaking every bone in your body probably. Who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? 2 different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. I like how Kaede's hairpins are like, what do you call those? Symbols? Music symbols? Music notes? Her hairpins are in the shape of those. In order to live, we have to find the truth. The truth shall set us free. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Oh yeah, remember that dude? Someone in the chat mentioned, like in this game, when debating, you can choose. There's sometimes more than one right answer. Sometimes you can lie to get to the truth, or sometimes you just, instead of lying, you just try to find a good argument or something. That's cool. I even forgot how to play this game. Trial, I mean. How the fuck do you... I need to lie? That makes shit more complicated. A lot complicated. Lie bullets? Nearly 100% waifu murder rate? Who's left? Mew, Himiko, Blue Girl, what's her name? Sumugi. That's it. 3 more waifus. Wait, 3 waifus and 7 dudes? Is that... Wow, what the fuck? Is it? Shuichi, Gonta, Kiyo, Kokichi, Kibo... Space Guy, Kaito. Who else? I missed one, I think. Shuichi, Kaito, Kiyo, Kokichi, fuck? Shuichi, Gonta, Kaito, Kokichi, Kibo. Who else? Kiyo. That's 6. Wait a minute, how many grills are there left? I counted 10 in the elevator. Oh, Mew. Did I mention Mew? Mew. Okay, the waifus are Mew, Tsumugi, Himiko. Right? Only 3 more waifus left? Jungle Chad? Sausage Party? Yeah, true. Big Sausage Party. Skills. Let me see. What skills do I have? High tension. Tension gauge will increase at faster rate, effective during X-ray goggles. Once part of an object becomes visible, the entire object will be shown, effective during imagination excavation. Blows of the globe. Lets the cursor move freely no matter how far the opponent has pushed. Effective during a rebuttal showdown. What is this? There are so many of these skills. Remove. I'm a professional. I don't need skills. I'm a seasoned Dangan veteran. Start class trial? Hell yeah. Okay, let's take a short break. I need to take a piss and get...
Now then,
Shh!
let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
Hold that thought. Let's take a 5-minute break and rendezvous back here. I'll be right back. I'll get some water and take a piss.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
Damn. Is that a new rule? Refusing to vote, you die?
Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime!
Chills!
Let's get
Thrills!
this crazy awesome
Kills!
trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
New rule? Maybe. I don't remember that. Not voting will result in your death. I mean, you know, it's Monokuma. He can add whatever he wants. He can do whatever Monokuma wants. Add a new rule mid-trial? Why not? He's the boss.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Don't blame your problems on others, bitch. You're a pussy who was afraid of ghosts. Admit it.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Spaceman.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Wait, what did the Kokichi say? I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Oh shit, she spoke. The mage is angry.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
What's up with the hands? Why is she doing that kitty hand? Weird posture. Might not be one of us here. Hey, did you notice the way she said that? She seems like possessed or something.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
What does she sound like, Angie? Still brainwashed? Arya?
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Oh god, what the fuck? This is spooky. What's happening? She being possessed? I think so. What the fuck? I knew it, that sounded weird. The way she talked. And the hand? What the fuck? Transfer student?
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Oh shit. Jumping right into action, huh? Monica filed forehead injury, effigies.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates!
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Holy shit, look at Kaito's face. This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct?
This crime was committed by the
Hold on. What are my bullets again?
recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates!
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Oh shit, what did I do?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Dude, I was looking at the bullets. I didn't even fuck.
This crime was committed by the recently
I was trying to
deceased.
figure out how to see the bullets.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates!
No! So, ritual did work?
I only see one yellow word. It's what Gonta said. Ritual did work. We want to say it didn't work. We want to disprove that or counter that. Let's read the ritual. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever material you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, Burn the Necronomicon to ashes. They didn't burn the Necronomicon, right? We saw it lying at the floor. So the ritual couldn't have been successful. Use caution, be mindful of carbon. Yeah, okay. Necronomicon, shoot this.
That's wrong!
It's wrong.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Mm-hmm. Man, damn, he's good. Talking about myself. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Okay. Careful about the gases, blah blah blah. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second! I can't let that comment stand! Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
Why is that? Why is that easy though?
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodem back to life.
Monodem? Isn't Monodem alive?
Monodem is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodem's corpse.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? She's creeping me out, man.
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
Monodem will claim another victim? Yeah, it seems like it. He's gonna kill all his siblings. And then maybe he's gonna go after his dad. Monodem is it's brutal. It's deadly. What's that on Angie's picture? Are those wings and a halo? Is she supposed to be an angel? Fuck. There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma's trying to confuse us. Nice picture, Monokuma. Meanwhile, poor, what's his name, Goblino there, just has a big fucking cross on his face.
Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Half pint?
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Kyo murdered Angie? And how did you come to that conclusion?
What? Why?
play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened. The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
Did you see the animation for the word when she said shit-eating worm? It was moving like a worm. That was funny. This game, dude. Just the way they made the word move like a worm. What the fuck? This game is great. Is Kiyo really the culprit? Does that story fit the facts of the case? We should think about it from the beginning.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
Alright, there, let's look at it.
So that rusty katana was the murder
Shit-eating
weapon.
worm.
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom,
is.
broke in,
Ah, broken.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie. Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
I think,
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which
you can't break in, can you? Kokiji can lock and unlock the front door with the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking skills.
Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Fuck. That was...
Oh no!
That was my bad. I was trying something.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes...
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
You were the only one who
Cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
No? Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I didn't want to shoot that. My bad.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
We want to shoot the
And it was
someone
Kiyo's
broke in.
research lab.
It's just someone broke in.
But
Anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom,
Broken.
Fuck, what?
and murdered the fuck
Oh,
out
I
of Angie.
got blocked by the stupid white noise.
Booyah! I'm a fucking genius! The
culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But
Anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo. I did not care about some katana.
Just admit you shit-eating worm. You went to the
Classroom broke.
in
Oh, come on, man.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie. The
culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you...
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon.
You were the only
One who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shitty worm. You went to the classroom,
Broken.
Oh my god. Whether Kiyo had a key or not, Angie still would have let him into her lab. And from there, he could have pinned her down and murdered her just like that. What?
Oh no!
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again.
The culprit used a
Damn
katana
it.
to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Did not care?
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie!
What does Gold Leaf Katana say? It was stabbed into the Han Kaede effigy because the katana is so old, the handle's gold leaf rubs off easily. There was blood on the tip. It was taken from the ultimate anthropologist's lab, so only the sheath was left in the display case. Anyone could have entered the lab. No, I don't think it's that bullet.
Booyah! I'm a fucking genius!
Booyah! Shit, I got 1 minute.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab.
Sumugi? What did Sumugi say? Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist lab. Since yesterday, working on the ritual, she would not unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. The student council members were Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenku, and Sumugi. Oh, that's the one then. That's the right bullet. She wouldn't open the door to Kiyo. It was Kiyo. He's not part of
Which
the
makes you,
council.
Kiyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the
Only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo.
I did not
care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke
What?
and murdered the fuck out of Angie.
I missed. Oh my god.
The culprit used a katana to kill
Learn to aim, you
Angie. And it was
bitch.
found in Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you,
But
anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
I need to up my game, my aiming game.
You were the
Only one who cared
about that thing,
Kiyo.
I did not
care about some katana.
Just admit it, you
shit-eating worm.
You went to the classroom,
Broken.
murdered the fuck out of
Why does it move like that?
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
Fuck, time's up. Man, that's annoying. It moved back.
We can't let it end
You
here.
dodged my bullet. Stupid orange word.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kiyo's research lab.
Oh shit, change the bullet.
which makes you.
Sumugi's account.
Anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kiyo. I did not care about some katana. Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
You went to the classroom,
Broken.
Finally.
That's wrong. No, Kiyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kiyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kiyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What ifs? The culprit should confess already! Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well...
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
What? Torture? Who mentioned torture? Oh.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
So who is it?
I'm not the culprit.
Not the culprit.
What?
We must consider other possibilities.
Oh god.
Surely there must be suspects outside the student
betray
council.
student council.
And do you
utterly
have an alibi
impossible.
for last night?
A dead chick
Not that
can't be the
anyone could open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members
Good
have
lord,
access.
shut the fuck up, I can't focus.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is,
robots told such boring lies.
but it's definitely not me.
Is that a robophobic remark?
Insect.
There were several suspicious statements, but one's obviously inconsistent. Okay, that's what. Do you know, did you see that? I never noticed. The Mono Kids have portraits and X's. Yeah, I've seen that. You just noticed that? Mono Kids? Who are you calling Mono Kids? Mono Kids. That's cooler than Mono Cubs. I'll give you that. Mono Kids. I'll listen carefully, sort the statements in my head and find the answer. Okay, focus.
We must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student
Betray
council.
student council.
Gonta, not betray, because he's
Utterly
gentleman.
impossible.
For last night?
A dead chick can't be the culprit.
Why?
Only
It's not
student
that
council
culprit.
members had
Too late
access.
at night.
Too late.
Look, I don't know who the
I
culprit
didn't know
is,
robots told such boring lies.
but it's definitely not
Is
me.
that a robophobic remark?
Insect.
Robophobic remark. What? I don't know.
We must consider other possibilities.
Let's see the bullets.
Surely there must be suspects outside the
Not
student
betray
council.
student council.
And do you
utterly
have an
impossible.
alibi for last night?
A dead chick can't be the culprit.
Why?
Only
It's not
student
that
council
culprit.
members had
Too late
access.
at night.
Look, I don't know who the
Ask
I
culprit
didn't know
is,
robots told such boring lies.
Oh,
but it's definitely not me.
Kokichi's lockpicking. He said only council members have access. Yeah, right. He's got lockpicking skills. He can open the door. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking
Robophobic remark.
skills.
Insect.
Found the suspicious sentence.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone could open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members.
At night.
Look, I don't know who the
Ask bug
culprit is.
friends of Kyo Doubt Gonta.
Did I miss? Oh, I hit the wrong sentence. What the fuck?
All student council members had
I heard it!
Counter that bitch.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yukiji pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. There, open sesame.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
What?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
He's fucking
I
around.
picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie.
Man, this guy's a bitch.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Guy's the biggest bitch. Pussy boy. This looks like an open and shut case. What does that mean? Open and shut case? Like easy? An easy case or the opposite? Easy, right? Open and shut means easy or simple.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
They did?
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
The one locked last? Back door?
That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from outside was... Oh shit, how do I play this? It's white, red, yellow. What am I looking for? Hello? Wait, why is there a sickle? Oh, minus 10 seconds. The sickle? Isn't it the sword? No, it's the sword. Oh, wait a minute, the sickle. How? Wait a minute, sickle? You sure? How would you use a sickle to close the door? Weird. Alright, sickle. Fuck, dude. It's not the sickle. Sword? Has to be the sword. Or this one. Huh?
I see it.
The sword, apparently.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy.
How did they use that sword to lock the door from the outside?
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
Excuse me?
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
The katana that was stabbed in Kaede's chest. Fake Kaede's chest. Oh, did he make it like swing? Remember, because the body or the wax effigy of Kaede, all of them were was hung by ropes, right? So he used that. The sword was already jammed in her chest, and he made her swing somehow, and precisely hit the lock with the handle of the sword.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
What? What is he referring to? School bell. Dwell on the past. Is he talking about the previous Dangan? I'm only saying this because in Dangan 2 we had a culprit with a sword, Peko. I don't know.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it.
That rings a bell, a school bell. No, but in Dangan 2 it was not school, it was an island. Oh, maybe he's referring... Maybe he's referring to the first Dangan. Because of the locked room. The locked room mystery. I don't know. That evidence rings a bell. A school bell. Gold leaf on that katana. Oh, I think he's referring to the first Dangan. There was also a sword. A golden sword, I think. Remember? In the first case, I believe, when the Sayaka attacked Leon, I think the golden sword was involved. I think he's referring to that case. Alright, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it.
So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right?
Right?
But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose. What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Psych taxi. How do I play this? This is one of the easy ones. Oh, what's this? Is there a boost? How do I go faster? Oh, what does it say? Who told? Who turned the handle of the sliding lock? What? What turned the handle of the sliding? What? Katana's hilt, the effigy's hand. Katana's hilt. Oh shit. Picked up a lady. I got a girlfriend. We're cruising. What next? We're gonna pick up some kid? Put them in the back seat? Fuck. Who was? Oh, what? What was done to the katana to make the katana turn the lock? Sliding lock was tampered with. Katana was tapped into effigy. Yeah, another grill joined me. Bitches love cars, especially convertible cars. Damn it. Is there no booster here? No NOS? Nitros? Oh shit! Out of my way, bitch! How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? It was swung. Swinging it back and forth, making it fall, spinning it. Spinning it. Yeah, spinning it.
It connects.
Spin and then you hit the lock.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
Man, that requires some very in-depth calculations and effort. Come on, man. That seems vanishingly unlikely. I don't know what vanishingly unlikely means. Oh, like vanish? From the word vanish? But yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what I had in mind when they mentioned the gold flake and the sword was, I saw the sword stabbed in the effigy. I knew that's how it was done, but still, that's yeah, it seems highly unlikely. Yeah, the magnet is yeah, magnets would work, I guess. I mean, it's not impossible, it's possible, it's just it requires a lot of attention to detail, lots of calculations, you know? Lots of effort. First, you hang the fucking effigy at the right spot. It has to be in the right spot so that the sword can reach it. See, when it spins. That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way.
Wow.
And of course, the katana would spin with it.
Whoa, mind blown.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave.
Wait a minute. Even if you spin it, you have to leave so the door would be open. You have to be very fast, dude, before the spin hits the door or the lock. Come on. You gotta be like Sonic or the Flash. You have to be that fast to do this shit. Spin, 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 then you run out the door as fast as you can and slam it behind you shut.
This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
From the inside?
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked.
Why is Miyu pissed?
By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi! Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
How about I play with you, Miyu? How about that? Let's go to a corner.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
What?
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Damn. What?
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Wait, what? What the fuck?
What should we talk about now?
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Wait, what? Why is Himiko excluded though? She should still be a suspect. Just because they're besties doesn't make her innocent? Come on, man.
Me? A suspect?
Yeah, you.
I never kill Angie!
Oh, I believe you, sure.
So,
You
calling
convinced
all
me.
suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Okay. Man, I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon. Suspect rangers?
Suspect rangers?
what I said.
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect, Rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
This guy's cheating. He's asking his fellow suspects how to not be a suspect. He's cheating.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
What?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We've got to figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
Yeah? Oh yeah, she did. Oh shit. She didn't say yeah today at all. That's how you know she is being serious, dude. She's pissed. Angry.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
Yeah, poor Tenko, man.
Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Well, I mean, he's got a point there.
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive.
Feels bad, man.
But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her.
But wait, we still have the Necronomicon. There's still hope. There's still hope, man.
It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah. Face her death?
Oh, she said yeah.
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. All right. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse. I am suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Silencing curse.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too.
Phoenix down? Final Fantasy? Damn.
Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Man, shut up. I thought, what's her name? Maki? I thought Maki was gonna take the role of sidekick. Not this fucking guy again. He started shouting again. This guy's annoying.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Yeah, but what if you find Tenko's killer? Nothing's gonna happen to him. Or her. That's the fucked up part. You find the killer, then they won't get punished because it's not their trial. And they just keep going. They get away with it. And you'll live with them. You'll be living with them. That's the fucked up part.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Ten crotch?
Tancrotch!
Oh, Himiko didn't like that. The people who attended the seance. Who was it? Yeah, this one. Kyo, Shuichi, Himiko, and Kokichi.
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Oh shit. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this. Interesting. Stuff like this. Like what? Why the middle room? Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once. Oh shit, is it really Himiko?
Oh, right.
That would be a very large twist.
Also, We should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside, he must be referring to.
Damn it!
Okay, okay, relax, that was a mistake. I know. There. What the fuck?
Oh no!
I clicked on the hole. What, man?
We can't let it...
Whoa, why am I back here? Holy shit. All the way to the fucking spinning effigy sword.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Come on, what the fuck is that? You need a checkpoint here.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
Holy shit. That was a bad time to die. Fail. That was a sound effect. 10 crotch? Oh shit, here we go. Wait, what?
That's it!
That's not even the thing we died on. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Did the plank here? The floorboard under Tenko were loose. The culprit might have gone under the floor to enter. Tenko was atop them the entire seance. It's unlikely the floorboards were used. There was another location that we could have entered and exited without using that area.
Damn it!
Wait, that's wrong? Oh, then it's the one in the corner then.
There!
I thought I clicked this already.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Whoa, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Wait, really? Does he know? Look at the monocubs. They're moving. What are they? What are you doing, monocubs? Monodam. Alright. Tell us, who's Tenko's killer?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Okay.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Oh, I think he's referring to Kibo.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance!
I said hold on a second!
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
It's true that with a little light you could move around under the floor. But is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Yeah, I noticed the monocubs. You were talking about the portraits with the X's on them. That's what you said, no? I've seen those. I'm talking about the monocubs and how they're moving. Not the dead ones with the portraits and X's on them.
By crawling under the floor.
Kid child.
But it was pitch black during the seance.
Marker. Loose
How could they even
floorboard.
see if they were under
All
the
in the
floor?
corner.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance!
I said hold on a second!
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even...
What does it say? Let's see. A function that Mew had added to Kibo, he can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Blinding light, but the light would have been seen, right? Because the boards aren't like tight fit. There's holes in between. There's a hole in the corner. There's a missing board.
see if they were under the
I
floor?
would assume you could see light.
Because it wasn't dark under
Someone
the floor.
was down there with a light.
You see,
Our villain
had a light.
Oh no!
The culprit
Oh, no.
sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain
had a
light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
Flashlight
I
throwback.
said hold on a second. He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
Cage child. Hold on, let's read all these bullets. What do
The
they
culprit
say?
sneaked in during...
Cage child. That's a lot to read about the cage child. What the fuck? Just explaining how to set up the scene, I guess, right? Doesn't mention any lights, except we have to turn off the lights. All right, what's
During the
next?
seance.
Marker stone, just a stone. Tenko.
by crawling under the floor.
Loose floorboards. It was not loose before the seance. There was dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard.
But it was
All in the corner. There is space under the floor so you can see what was dropped there.
pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the
Floor.
He could have used that function to get under the floor. That's not true, though. Wait a minute. If it was Kibo, he would have entered from the room, the next one, not the same room where the seance was being performed. Would enter from one of the adjacent rooms.
Damn it!
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
Robot function. It's true that with a little light you could move around under the floor, but is that possible? Yeah, I think it's
the
okay.
culprit sneaked in during the seance.
I need to turn the Kibo's flashlight function into
But it was pitch black during
negative
the
bullet
seance.
or whatever it's called,
How
lie
could they
bullet.
even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
I'll reveal the truth. Mew, you gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct?
You'd see it for sure. Yeah, if someone used flashlight down there, you would see it. You would see the light. Through the floor gaps. Or the holes. Especially if that light was described as blinding. You give Kibo his flashlight function, correct?
Did you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
What? Kibo can't see when it's turned on?
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Well, that's true. Gonta ain't lying there. You make mistakes a lot.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
If he can't see,
Just one
it
dinner.
doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Come on, Kibo. Please play along. Kibo!
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Ah, we get it already! Just turn it off! We're gonna go blind!
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
What the fuck?
That's
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Damn, that is seriously bright!
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
There we go. Thank you, Maki. The hole.
Yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Okay, maybe not a light. But it is Kibo. Kibo, maybe he has infrared night vision or something, you know?
Oh, they couldn't have?
It's a robot.
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Geez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Again?
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch-black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that. That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Oh, interesting. Glowing paint. I thought about that. But all we found is blood. What if that dried blood isn't actually blood? It's glowing paint. Glow in the dark paint.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Oh, I know that one. That's Fat Bakula's death. First case, Dangan 2. The Murder of Fat Bakula.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
Wait, what? The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice. Yeah.
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however.
Chunkula, yes, Chunkula. The ultimate imposter.
Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
Before? How is that possible? Who put the cage on Tenko? Shuichi and Kokichi, right?
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood? I will not say a word until the seance is over. Oh yeah, he was talking to her.
She was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads!
Huh?
I thought you were a genius, Mew.
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your lipstick brains!
Limp dig brains.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
So a ninja.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
Stop cooming, Mew.
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit!
There's no down!
What? There's no dude. The dude? What? The dude? What dude? Tenko not being killed during the seance. That might not be impossible, but there's no evidence for it. If she wasn't killed during the seance, then after the seance? It's definitely not before the seance.
When Tenko got killed, It wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tanko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no doubt.
Oh, doubt. There's no doubt. Tenko not being killed during the seance. Let
When
me think.
Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tanko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Yo,
Oh my!
could it be the dog? Imagine, the Trojan dog is real? The wooden statue that was put on top of the iron cage during the seance, it weighs about 175 pounds. Shuichi, Kokichi, Kyo, and Himiko worked together to put it up and remove the cage. Remove it from the cage. Sickle under the floor.
So who lifted the cage?
Yeah, I mean, sure, the sickle, but I don't know what they're trying to say in this this part. Sickle that was under the floor of the room since was held in. The blood was still wet.
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
Himiko is the culprit. Maybe I should shoot that last one. Himiko is the culprit.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed
Ooh,
Tanko
like
real
that.
fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko
is the culprit.
If the culprit killed her when they opened the cage, then only Himiko could have done it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
Knife under the floor?
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time, and she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tanko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
White sheet? The sheet had blood on only one side, on the inside. There's blood on the back around the middle of the sheet, but there's no hole in the fabric. Kyo was the one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage. We know the sickle is probably the murder weapon. That's not the issue here. We're trying to... I don't even know what we're trying to say here. Like Himiko, I think?
Oh my!
Himiko is
So
not
who
the
lifted
killer?
the cage?
The iron cage Tenko was in during the seance. 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. Shuichi and Kokichi placed it. Tenko... Himiko removed it. Himiko by herself? Shuichi and Kokichi placed this over Tenko and Himiko removed it. Tenko's blood was on the bottom of the cage. The murder weapon
It was me.
on the floor underneath Tenko.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no down! When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Under
And
the
she was
cage the
dead
whole
when
time?
the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stepped real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
I think it's the sickle.
So who lifted the cage?
I need to shoot Gonta's sentence. I think. Let's try that.
There's no
Down!
The seance.
Oh shit, no time.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Yeah, she used magic.
She was under the cage the whole time.
Probably.
And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was
Lifted.
Oh, come on. Don't you think that only possible if she was killed after seance? Unless you know reason why that not true, Shuichi.
Damn it!
We
Alright.
can't let it end here.
Let's beat this part, then we're gonna call it. Getting late. It's almost 2 a.m. Bruh.
When Tenko got
This is
killed,
cool though. I like this case.
it wasn't
Double
during
murder?
the seance.
Fuck, but what the
It could
fuck
not
did
have
I
been
do
done
here?
at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Under the cage the whole
And
time.
she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no down!
Tenko not being killed during the seance. Okay, so that's what we're trying to prove, that she wasn't killed during the seance. So that's our main focus. So she wasn't killed during the seance when the room was dark, but afterward. It couldn't have been before. She was alive before she went under the cage. So after the lights were on, she got killed. That might not be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
Cat statue.
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no down!
Marker stone becomes normal stone.
When Tenko got killed,
Iron cage.
it wasn't during
Insect
the
cage.
seance.
What the heck?
It could not have been done at any other time.
White sheet.
She was under the cage the whole
Bloodstained sheet.
time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Yeah.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no down!
Fuck, man. What is this? This is
When Tenko got killed,
it's a toughie.
it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole...
Okay, I think maybe it's... I think we need to contradict Kyo's statement there. The spiritual medium mustn't move during the seance. Tenko was definitely following the directions. She did not leave the cage.
Oh no!
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted? When cage lifted,
Culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Ah, fuck off, man. Tenko was definitely following the directions.
Oh no!
Okay.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
All these bullets seem
She was under the cage
unrelated,
the whole time.
except maybe
She
the
was
sickle.
dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Ooh, like that.
When cage lifted, culprit
Fast
stabbed
Miyu
Tenko real
Kuming.
fast. So fast, no one saw.
Da-da-doubt.
Oh my!
Da-da-doubt.
So who lifted the cage?
it was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the
The culprit. Himiko's the culprit.
Damn it!
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
Tenko's blood was on the bottom of the cage.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
Damn it!
When Tenko got killed, it
wasn't during the seance. Could not have been done at any other time. She was under the
Cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What moment Cage was lifted?
Ah, fuck off. I'm just gonna brute force this shit then.
Damn it.
It's gonna be something silly.
We can't.
Gonna be some silly combination of bullets. Bullets and,
When
statements.
Tenko got killed, it wasn't during
Marker stone?
the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted? When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw. So who lifted the cage?
Then obviously Himiko is.
The culprit.
If the culprit killed her when they opened the cage, then only Himiko could have done it.
Oh no!
Think! Damn it, think!
When Tenko got killed, it
Shit.
wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Statue?
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was...
Oh, maybe it's the white sheet. Maybe instead of accusing Himiko, because she's the one who removed the cage. What about before that? Removing the cloth. He could have removed the cloth, then killed her. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna accuse Himiko because she removed the cage, what about the cloth? That happened before the cage. Let me try this.
Lifted!
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast. So fast, no one saw. So who lifted the cage?
And obviously
Himiko is the culprit.
Did I miss? I fucking missed.
There's no.
Anyway, that's the wrong statement. I didn't want to shoot that.
It wasn't during the.
It could
Not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage.
Bro, stop missing. Oh, okay, that's wrong.
damn it!
I need to shoot Gonta's statement.
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Finally.
That's wrong!
It's not the moment the cage was lifted, it's the moment the cloth was lifted. Could be.
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's obvious. I didn't think about that even. Oh shit. That's why I had the wrong reason. Because if this had blood, means she was killed while the cloth was on there, on the cage. If she was killed after the cage was removed, then the cloth should be clean. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted.
Well, now that you mention it, it does seem obvious. Fuck.
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
True. Fuck. I feel stupid now. Oh, I feel so dumb. How did I not think about that?
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
I know, Mew. That's... I'm feeling that too. I'm feeling dumb too.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel
What the fuck?
right here!
Damn, she scared me. What the fuck? Chill. Almost gave me a
No,
jump scare.
it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out! Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage! They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gap. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo!
There has to be a hole in Mew's logic. All I have to do is show the evidence that will counter Mew's claims, okay?
The blade's all you need! If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Sitting in there?
She wasn't that far from the cage's gap.
She wasn't sitting though. Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately.
In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo! The blade's all you need! If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage,
Let me try Tenko's last moments.
it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Huh? She was probably sitting down normally while she was in the cage. No, she wasn't. She was in the turtle position.
I was wrong.
So I need to use I need to use this one, the marker stone.
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
There we go.
I'll cut through your words. Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone. And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's
Yeah, for a living person.
What?
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
Spooky.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
Sudoku? Tenko committed Sudoku?
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done it!
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
What the fuck?
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I
noticed.
agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Huh? Who would fit with Tenko in there? It would be a tight fit. Unless we're talking one of the monocubs, imagine. One of the monocubs killed her? You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Yeah, there's no space.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
Oh no, don't tell me it's suicide.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
Come on. No.
I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
No, it's not Sudoku. The day she's referring to is... Tenko.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
Really? Suicide?
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko was the culprit?
Oh, like maybe, what do you call that? Murder-suicide? Right? She killed Angie, then killed herself? Could it be?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right?
It wasn't just under the floor though. The sickle was under the floor in the corner, like far away from where Tenko was.
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
You're the reason. Probably. If Tenko would commit suicide, it's because of you.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Hey Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
Lord, that face. I'm gonna have nightmares because I saw that face.
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
Nah, that's not Tenko. Fuck you, bitch. Besmirching Tenko's name.
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
Himiko? Why Himiko?
What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that.
Alright, let's wrap it up. Damn, it's already 2 AM? 2:03? Fuck.
She told me.
What did she tell you? Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait! We should believe Tenko's last words!
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets.
Man, shut up, Kaito. I'm with Kokichi there. Can't really fully trust anyone here. Like, they're complete strangers. They're not friends.
What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
What?
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them.
What? Okay.
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
This guy in belief.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
I like pouting Maki. He's cute.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different
Yeah,
backgrounds.
this shit is long.
So
What the
for
fuck,
now,
dude?
let's agree to disagree.
Alright, okay. This shit is long. Okay, we'll pick it up. No intermission. Interesting case. It seems to me it's likely, though, that it's, kill than suicide by Tenko. Murder than suicide. She killed Angie for brainwashing Himiko. And then she felt guilty, so she killed herself. The only suspicious part there is, why did she try to hide the fact that she committed Sudoku? because that will fuck up. That will fuck everyone else if they get what happened wrong. They'll all die. I don't think Tenko would want that, unless she knew that in this case only Angie's killer matters. Doesn't matter who killed the Tenko, which is the same person in this case, but I don't know. Yeah, good case. DDO. Alright, man. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna stretch so hard, I'll pull a muscle I feel like, and then I'll go to bed. Alright, thanks for joining me today. It's been fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. And enjoy your Thursday. Damn, it's Thursday already. Alright, good shit. Enjoy the rest of your days or evenings. I will see you tomorrow. Technically today, it's already Friday here. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for joining me again. And take care. I'm out.